welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be a get ready with me and a story time. Little disclaimer, I'm not wearing any makeup because I want to like get ready with you guys, like from bare face to when I get ready and everything. And something I could do while I'm telling you guys my story, because I don't want to I don't know what to do when I'm just telling a story. So obviously just get ready with me plus my story time. So let's go on with my video. So I'm gonna be telling my story time already. So I just need to get my makeup with me because all my makeup I have, like if I have this much makeup, that means I don't know how to do makeup because I suck at it. So please don't judge me because I don't know how to do makeup at all. Okay, let's start with my story time. So this story takes place when I was in 8th grade. I had a boyfriend at that time, and keep in mind I don't count him as my real boyfriend. He was just like, how do you call it? It was just a little kid relationship thing. So obviously I don't count that. I only had one boyfriend that I actually count. But I already made a story about him, and if you guys want to go see it, it's in my YouTube channel, so go click on it if you guys wish. So this day was like around summer. I think it was around summer, I'm not really sure, but I was with my friend. Like my family decided to go to my friend's house because they wanted to like talk to them, I guess. My parents wanted to talk to my friend's family for some reason. I really forgot the reason why, but this is what made everything happen, like the bad thing that I did. And like it was really like sad because my parents were really worried about me. So I don't know how to start a story. Okay, so I was at my friend's house already, and we both had boyfriends at that time. And my friend, she said that her boyfriend wanted to meet her up. So then she was like, oh, come with me. And I'm like, okay, sure. Like I don't want to be alone like at your house without doing anything, you know. So I went with her. We walked to go find her boyfriend. And how to say it, went out like while we were looking for her boyfriend, because her boyfriend told her to like come out. Like her boyfriend told her, oh, I'm at this place, go meet me there. So like obviously she went. So when we were going to go find her boyfriend, my boyfriend was like walking around the street, right? So so I saw him, I'm like, oh hey, like we hugged each other. So I went with him, we hugged each other, and then he was like, oh, what are you doing here, like walking around? Because I was alone because my friend had already went with her boyfriend. I'm like, oh, I'm just waiting for my friend because she's with her boyfriend. And then he's like, oh, like come with me. And then I'm like, sure. Like I was okay, I'm gonna go with you. So then like we were with each other. We walked around for like a good hour we walked around. And then since back then I had an iPod, so my parents wanted to talk to me on the phone. They had to like, I had Wi-Fi, so obviously like my parents called me and I didn't answer at all. And like I at that time I didn't know my parents called me, but when I went home at the end, like they called me. They left really sad voicemails. I'll tell you guys that at the end. And like yeah, that happened. So like I didn't know my parents were calling me, so I was just with my boyfriend, like just talking to him, walking around. And then 3 hours passed. I was still not home. My friend was still not home. She was still with her boyfriend. And then like we were fine. Like our parents, like her parents were worried too, but I remember she told me that her parents weren't as worried as mine. So like it's, my parents were all like they were worried. We went back home, and how do you say it, when we went back home, it was like, so me and her, we were like with our boyfriends like around, it was 6, I remember it was 6, and then we didn't come back till like 9:30 because we were with our boyfriends. So like our parents thought that we ran away, that we left and stuff. And then my parents, being like super worried, like they were crying. They had already called the police because we weren't at the house for like 3 hours, I'm guessing. And they were just so worried. It was like a big problem. Like my parents said that they like, how do you say it, they like called in like missing kids. So we technically went missing and like technically ran away. Like my parents were like, oh my god, we found you guys as like running away, missing and stuff. And I was like we literally, I didn't tell my parents. My parents still don't know what I did, but like they thought we ran away, and that's like the thing. They called the police, and we didn't see any police searching for us, so like they were probably like on the other side of the city, because like I don't know, they're down. Like, why would they call the police? Like, I wouldn't run away, but technically for them we ran away. And then my parents, when we went home, they were like crying. They were like, oh my god, like why would you do that? Like, do you know like what could happen? Like, you guys are little, you were 13 and stuff, like you don't know the people around you guys and stuff. And then I was also like crying. I was like, well, I didn't know you guys called me and stuff. And then like they were like, okay, well, we don't want you to do that anymore and stuff. So when I was with my boyfriend, let me go back a little. Like, while I was with my boyfriend, we weren't even doing anything bad. We were just walking around talking, and that's pretty much it, what we did. Like, we never kissed at all. Like, there was no kiss involved, no, none of that. It was just like a really pure thing when we were together. And I think also with my friend, I don't know, because I wasn't with her. But this chair is like bothering me. And so that's how it really went. Nothing happened. Our parents thought that we ran away, but we didn't run away. Oh, going to the voicemail. My dad had left the voicemail when I had my iPod, before like when me and my boyfriend like ran away. So the voicemail was really sad. When I heard it, I was like, my heart broke. I was like, damn, like what if I really did run away and like something bad happened? And like the voicemail was like my dad crying. He was like, come back, like we miss you, like we did everything for you, like why would you run away? And I was like, oh my god, that's so sad. Like I didn't know. Okay, obviously my parents would care because I'm their daughter, but I'm like, I never felt this, like I never thought my parents would care that much. I don't know if it makes sense. Like, I know they care, but like it was extreme. Like, I don't know, that voicemail hit me really hard. I was sad. When I heard that, I was crying. And then like it was just really like intense, I guess, for them. But for me, I was just in my own little world, like with my boyfriend, walking around. Technically, for my parents, I ran away. So that's why I'm like, the day I ran away with my boyfriend, I didn't run away. And yeah, like that's technically what happened. And I remember I texted my boyfriend, and I was like, oh, like I have to break up with you because like I can't be doing this anymore, since like my parents were really worried about me. And then he was like, no, like don't break up with me. And I was like, I need to break up with you. And I broke up with him because of what happened. Even though my parents didn't know I had a boyfriend, but I didn't want to risk it anymore. So that's the story for that. Like, I don't know what was going on in my head. I should have told my parents something that, oh, I was going, like, oh my god, my makeup fell. So like, I should have told my parents something. Obviously, like, I matured. Like, I know when to tell my parents when I'm leaving. But I was little at that time. I didn't tell my parents anything at all. So it was my fault. But I mean, it'll never happen again. Obviously, it's been like 6 years, 5 years. No, it's been 6 years because I'm 19 and I was like 13 back then. And yeah. And at that time, my parents thought I ran away. Like, that was in their head. They thought I ran away because that time my dad, he had like lost his job. Well, not like lost his job, but like the company, like, how do you call it, the company like closed. So my dad thought like I ran away because my dad didn't have a job anymore. Like, it makes no sense. Like, why would I run away before that? Like, you're my family. Like, I have no other place to live. Like, why would I run away for that? Like, that was like that was the thing that my dad thought. And it was more believable for my parents to like think, oh, our daughter just left us. And that was not the reason. I just left because I wanted to be with my friend. but they don't know anything right now about it either. Like, they don't know the whole story. They still think whatever they think. And yeah, that's like what happened. If my parents knew I had a boyfriend back then, I feel like they would tell my boyfriend something. And I'm so glad that they don't even know anything that I had a boyfriend. Cause since he was only a year older, so nothing would have happened to him. Cause I was in 8th grade, he was a freshman in high school, so nothing would have happened. But my parents would have told him something, and like they would have been really mad. They would have made a whole big deal out of it. But I'm glad they didn't know I had a boyfriend, so that's the good thing. And that's honestly the end of the story. There's nothing else. Like, it was just like my parents thinking that I ran away, but I actually left the house for like 3 hours with my friend. They called the police for no reason. They were crying, worried. Obviously I understand because they're my parents, but it was a really big deal for them. But that was the first and last time I ever did that. Ever since that day, I always asked my parents for permission to leave, or I always told my parents, oh, I'm gonna leave somewhere. But yeah, so I'm not done with my makeup, but obviously that's the end of the story. I'm not gonna go on anymore with my makeup and with the story. Thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.